So, I've been getting into a lot of conversations about um, people like Jordan Peele and Donald Glover and even Winston Duke, the guy that plays M'Baku in Black Panther. Can you be pro-black and date outside your race? Now, the answer is no. To me, the answer is no. You can't be pro-black and date outside your race. But I do feel like you can contribute to the black community. That doesn't stop you from. Does that stop you from contributing to the black community? No, but I sometimes feel like you really can't be pro-black if you date outside your race. Now, those people that I mentioned, they either married or have girlfriends outside their race and all that other stuff. And to be honest, I don't care. Love who you love. Love who you love. But there's a lot of. But I want to talk about that because I feel like that's a double-edged sword or something like that because let's be real. Do you think I can look at some people and say black women, like especially, I don't know, for black women, I cannot speak for y'all from a black woman standpoint. But from a black man standpoint, I can see like some women just like looking at a dude and looking at him like he lame and he corny and all that other shit and not giving him a fucking day of time. I have friends like that. That are like sweet as hell to black women and want to be with black women. But black women find them corny and lame and all that other stuff. They're not, I don't want to say a fuckboy, but they're not, the typical nigga that they will fuck with. And they will stay away from that. I've seen it all the time. So someone like a Jordan Peele, and they say it all the time. I love black women and I appreciate black women. Sometimes black women don't really give them the time of the day. Sometimes black women don't give them the time of the day. Ladies, as much as that hurt, it's fucking true. But at the same time, I know some of those men. I feel like you don't really need to be with those men. It's like I feel like those men that say that are really successful, few far in between, and really just want someone to be submissive to them, just because they're men. And I've always had this stigma is like, if you want a woman to be submissive to you, you got to have something for them to be submissive. Whether it's your personality, or you having a great job, or something along those lines. A woman's not just going to give you that submissiveness. I don't care what race she is. Now, do I believe other races are more submissive than black women? Yes, but I do know that there are some black women that are submissive, but I also blame it on the product of our environment. Um, some people that does grow up in more urban communities, they're more tougher. I was like, they're just. I feel like they're more tougher than people like growing up in the suburbans or even in the white neighborhood. It's like I said, I feel like most black people we're like built to survive, not just built to live. We're mostly built to survive. That's why we can like um, survive off of ramen noodles if the rent and mama ain't got that much money for the groceries, but you could buy like packs of noodles and shit. Like I've like I've like scrambled eggs and put tuna in there and all that other stuff and made a full meal, like a sandwich in it, and that'll last me about half a day. I've learned how to do that. Those are stuff I've learned how to do. And I'm pretty sure black people, we got our tricks and the trades of how to do stuff like that where we have to survive. If like the lights go out, we got candles. Things like that. Um, the thing. Okay, so back to like the black man. Like sometimes there's two. I feel like there's two of them. The ones that I feel like this like Jordan Peele, and it says like this. Look, I wanted to date, and I'm pretty sure Donald Glover is the same way. I'm pretty sure they go. I wanted to date black women. I love black women, but growing up, black women wasn't really interested in me. So if you're not, and I say this all the time, if someone is not interested in you, if you feel like these people are not interested, you're gonna go somewhere where people find you interested. And I feel like with if his wife, who is white, I think she's white, but found him interesting, that's where he's gonna go. I don't think a lot of people say, some people go to white women for power. I sort of believe that. But I feel like I don't know. Okay. I don't feel like that all the time. Sometimes because there's like when I was in the Navy, there was white women I was like literally attracted to. But I didn't want them because, they're like socially like I would feel like it would up my 401k and all that other stuff. Like we just clicked. There's one white woman that I'm not gonna lie, like we just like vibed all the fucking time, and we was just like it didn't go nowhere, but I always felt like this real strong vibe between us. Now I could be wrong, but every time she sees me, she gives me a big hug. Like that's to me, that's love. And I remember this like because I was supposed to see another chick, and she was a black chick, and she was talking about. She always talked about how she missed me. She wanted to see me. So when I got the chance to see her, she ain't give me that type of feedback that I was expecting for someone to say they missed me. Like she just stood there. She was all quiet, and she looked a little disappointed. So I'm like, but you was talking about how you missed me and all that other stuff, and then I'm finally here. You don't do nothing. All right. All right, I stayed away from her. Sometimes I barely even talk to her. But the white girl, and she was like the same way. She was like, I missed you so much and all that other stuff. Was like, when she saw me like from like 20 feet and ran to me and jumped and tackled me. Now, if I was wanted to date one, which one would you think I would go to? The one that would show more interest in me. And that's how I feel like some of these white girls catch some of these black men like the Donald Glover and the Jordan Peels of the world. Is that if I'm trying to spark interest with this one person and she's not giving me interest, I'm not gonna be fucking with her, even if I love her. And the thing is, the girl that she like didn't give me that interest. It was just like she was a dark skinned woman, and I love dark skinned women. But if the white girl showing me all this interest and she wanted to date me, I'm definitely jumping on a white girl because I feel like we have more of a connection than I've done with the black girl. Even if I do love black women, I'm going with the one that's interests me. And a lot of black men that date white women, I feel like it's just like that. It's like it wasn't no like power move and all that other shit. We just click. Now we do understand. Now me understand that if I'm with the white girl, people are going to look at me funny. Like especially black women, especially like me. If I date a white woman, black women going to look at me really funny because I'm on my uplift black women shit, and I really do want to marry a black woman. I want to have kids with black women and all that other stuff. But but I've always asked me, what if you meet that one white girl that y'all just click? What am I going to do? Am I going to go with, if I'm going to follow my heart, or am I going to stay for the cause? Now, like I said, I would never call myself pro-black if I'm with that white woman, but damn sure I'm not going to like abandon my blackness. That's who I am. And I do feel like some of these black men, when they date white women, some of these people do the extra shit. Like how we get together and all that other stuff. And first of all, this is just me. And black men, hear this. If you're white, don't let your white woman speak on like black women issues, or you black women didn't appreciate her. If it's true or not, don't. Alright? You tell her, no, that's not your place. That's not her place to say that shit. In my opinion, I don't care if that's your wife or not. That's not her place to say that shit. You can probably say that shit, but not her. I personally don't care, because if I like date a white girl, she on that shit, first of all, that video's never being made. But We're But yeah, we're stopping that. I'm like, yo, that's not your place. We're never, we're not taught. That's not how we gonna roll. That's not how we gonna roll. I love black women. I will cherish black women and all that other shit. But what we not gonna do is disrespect black women like that. That's me. That's me setting my foot down. A lot of you black motherfuckers that do that, that date the white women, don't do that. And to me, that's what makes y'all cool. Even if it, like I said, even if it's true or not, that's not cool. Also, like every time I see it's, and this is funny to me. Every time I see a black woman with a white man, it seems like, I'm not gonna lie, it seems like the black woman is just like super beautiful, and her hair is natural, and like she dresses very moderate, and she's not even ratchet and all that other stuff. Now maybe they grew up around white people and all that other stuff, but I've always seen that. And the guy looks like fucking Harry Potter. It's not even like, I can understand like a black girl like going for Matthew McConaughey or George Clooney or something like that. Niggas kind of like, the nigga be looking like a nerd, like the nerds that be getting beat up in high school. That's some of the white people I'll be. Excuse me. But as far as, I feel like, dating outside the race, it's a double-edged sword. Like, I realize that Asians, it's really hard on us because you could tell that some races just don't find they're not that fond of black people. Asians, they don't give a fuck. They'll give Spanish people, like, I can, like, you could tell some women who's like, you can fuck them and they're like attracted to black men, but you can't bring your you can't, like, they won't let you to meet their father because their father probably don't like black people, or there's somebody in their relatives that don't like black people. It's the same thing with Asians. I've seen that a lot. It's like, oh, the father don't really fuck with you like that, and the whole time you want to fight them. And I can see though, it's like, I want to put my hands on this. And that's another thing why I want to keep it in race. Is like, I feel like you don't get that. You get the love from black women and their families, especially if you're treating that person right. Like, we'll treat you right. Hell, we'll do that for outside your race. We might look at you for a minute because, oh shit, he white. But other than that, yeah, we'll treat you like family. Like everybody said, black people are the most forgiving people on earth. So with that, I'm gonna try to end this here. Be with who you love, but if you're for the cause, be for the cause. Also, if you're like a Jordan Peele and Donald Glover like that, just like be with the white women, but don't disrespect the black women. And that's all I'm asking, because once you start disrespecting the black woman, oh, you black women ain't shit and all that shit. That's why I got me a white woman and all that shit. You a lame, and you're the type of people that I was like, get them the fuck out of here. Like, you're not needed. But if you're one of those people that do date white women and you found love and it's just not a power move and just straight up love, you're keep your blackness strong. That's all I can really say. Keep your blackness strong, and keep it firm. So that's basically it. Let me know what y'all think. Till then, I'm a Skin on Fly and I'm out. Peace.